Hi, Dawn Stans-Lamenti. So what's a Harlem Globetrotter doing here at the small Christian academy in Philadelphia? She's teaching a different kind of ABCs. Bria Young is a Harlem Globetrotter rookie turned role model for these grade school children who admire her actions on and off the court. She's teaching them the ABCs of bullying: action, bravery, and compassion, as part of a campaign against violence and bullies.
I was bullied, my friends were bullied. It happens to everyone, and I think that today it happens more because of things like social media, and it's easier to bully people. So I think it's important to get this message out and to help prevent and identify bullying.
Young debuts with the legendary Harlem Globetrotters this month in her hometown of Philadelphia. She's remembered as a quiet but standout student here at Blair Christian Academy, where she's a big deal. Her homecoming was anything but quiet.
It shows her heart and how much she cares for the community in this generation. And this generation needs more role models and people who are willing to make the sacrifice as she's doing, take the time to come back and encourage them.
It's huge for me. It means a lot to have this foundation. I think that by going to the school and practicing, and I think that it gave me a strong, solid background to always fall back on. And it means a lot to me to know that these people are praying for me, that are in my corner.
These grade schoolers told me Young's visit here made quite an impact, especially for a little girl named Kalisha.
I was bullied.
And so what did she make you feel like to talk about it?
It felt like a superstar went through exactly what I went through.
I see myself. I was once in their shoes, and I feel like I just want to be that role model to them.
As a Globetrotter nicknamed Swish, Young is the 14th woman to ever make the team in its 91-year history. She's having a lot of fun promoting her upcoming performances across the East Coast. Watch this stunt from Philadelphia's historic City Hall.
With the Globetrotters, I'm able to do both. I'm able to entertain crowds, put smiles on family faces, and also give back to the community, give back community outreach, community service. It's the best of both worlds, really.
So if you want to see Bria, you're in Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania in March, New York City in April. Can we do one trick before you got to go?
All right,
All right, ready? My finger's ready. For another thing, Dawn Stans-Lamenti. Woo! Yeah. Up next, Larry's commentary.
Television is a powerful thing. The pen never was mightier than the sword, but that camera just might be. Think about some of the biggest moments of the last few decades. Video of the atrocities of the Vietnam War brought it to an end. Video of children starving in Africa brought the world together in action and in song. Print media had tried forever to try to get us to care about a democratic uprising in China. But video of a solitary man standing in defiance against a line of tanks in Tiananmen Square stirred international outrage. Television can change history, leaving an indelible mark on our hearts and on our souls. Presidents know this more than anyone. They hope and they pray for a moment like when Bill Clinton became president with one line.
I feel your pain.
And Ronald Reagan brought down a wall that was dividing the world.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Which brings us to Donald Trump's address to Congress. In these commentaries, I have been pleading with Donald Trump to do the one thing we expect from every president, to rise above himself. But in the first month in office, he has shown little ability or desire to do that. But then came the speech and the moment when Donald Trump spoke to the widow of fallen Navy SEAL Ryan Owens, and she in turn spoke with Ryan. It was the longest standing ovation in congressional history, and the entire time, Corinne Owens kept looking to heaven to share it with Ryan. It was in that moment that Donald Trump rose above himself. It was in that moment that he became president, something even his strongest critics had to admit. A CNN poll shows that almost 80% of Americans approve of Donald Trump's speech. That's how powerful a moment can be. It can turn around a presidency. Now, Donald Trump is riding high right now, but as we all know, he can ruin it with one tweet. Other presidents have had their moments too, only to fall from the lofty heights it launched them to. Moments can sometimes be bigger than the man. That moment will last forever, even as events and decisions erode the legacy of the man. So now it's up to Donald Trump. He has risen above himself, as many of us had hoped. Now the big question is, how long can he make a moment last? I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.